101.3 KDWB. We're Fallon and Colt. And Jenny texted me this weekend. She's like, I had the weirdest thing just happen when I went to grab mulch. So, Jenny, I'm going to let you take it from here because she keeps building it up, and I don't know what's going to happen here.
Okay, well, I can confirm I did tell another friend this weekend, and he was like, that is crazy. So, you know, like you order your mulch, and you go back to like the yard to pick it up if you're getting a ton.
Mm-hmm.
So I drive in the back. One guy waves at me like, do you need help? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I'm loading up my car, and then this guy comes up. I only need like 2 bags at this point. He's like, how many more? I'm like, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
So he ends up only loading 1 bag for me because I had done all of it already.
Okay.
And then I was like, all right, thank you. And he's like, yeah, have a good day. And I was like, yeah, you too. He goes, yeah, I hope so.
What?
I just got cheated on. Found out on my lunch. And I'm like, I'm trying to get into my car. And he's like walking back to his little thing that he's driving, whatever it is.
Yeah, but he needed he needed to tell someone.
Yeah, so he goes and he gets his phone off of the thing he was driving. And I'm like still standing there like, do I wait or do I hop in my car
Do I
and speed
peel
away?
out?
Right? And he's like, yeah. And he comes up, he goes, that's her. And it's a picture of her with another guy.
Oh
And I was like, I'm sorry, like, how did this happen? Like, at this point, I feel like I need the details, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, she texted me while I was on my lunch. I was like, and she just said I cheated on you? He's like, yeah.
And she sent him a picture of her and the guy?
Yeah. Yes.
What a cold-hearted... Now, we don't know the backstory. Maybe he had done some sketchy things, too.
Well, don't worry. I have more details.
Oh, my
because he continues to go. He's like, yeah, we've been together for 14 years.
14
That's a long
years?
time.
How
And I was
old
like-
is this guy?
He honestly looked younger than me, but like he could have been dating her since like high school or
That's
something.
true.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So, but not like a ton younger, but I'm like,
14
I'm so
years?
sorry. I'm like, wait, was this your wife? He's like, no, but we were going to get married in 2 months. And I was like,
I don't want to laugh. That's so terrible.
I was like, I am seriously so sorry. And so I'm going into like Jenny therapist mode. I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, like you deserve better. I know you love her and it's fresh and all of this
Yes.
stuff, but I was like, you deserve so much better.
You do.
And like, I promise, like in a year from now, you'll look back at this and you'll be like,
Yeah.
wow. And he's like, well, I hope so. I mean, it's already happened to me like 5 times. And I was like, with her? And he goes, no other people. And I'm like, all right.
Wait, I need
So
the
this
timelines
man-
to add up because
I
they've been
know.
together for 14
That's
years.
what I was thinking too, because I'm starting to do the math in my head. And I was like, you've been dating since you were 5 years old or something? And
Wait.
so he said that he called his brother, told his brother to go get all of her stuff out of his house,
Yeah.
throw it on the front porch, including like a ring he had for her. So I don't know if they were engaged or not yet, but
Yeah.
he was like, take the ring. Don't
Yeah.
let her get that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I want all of her stuff out. And he, mind you, now he's just in the mulch yard doing
It's a good
his job.
spot to be. I think
Yeah.
it's better he's back of house crying instead
Yes.
of front of house.
Agreed
That's not
with
good.
that. I agree with that. And so I'm assuming the interaction's done at this point, and we kind of wrapped up the story, you know? And then we're a solid like 5 to 7 feet away from each other, still conversing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry once again. Like, I hope you have a better day. And he was like, yeah. And he comes at me with his arms wide open and hugs me.
All right. This guy didn't get cheated on. This is this
He
guy's
showed me
plan.
the picture.
No. Oh, that is
He's
so
got
easy
it.
to have a photo ready on your phone. This is the guy's long game.
This is his
He's
play.
working the empathy angle. Like she's gonna feel so bad
No,
for
I
me.
swear.
He
Where
waits
you
for
guys?
women to come over to the mulch section. They're like, probably doesn't have a man because she's here
lifting
doing
it
it.
by herself.
And then he's like, and if she does have a man, like he's not here helping.
Yeah.
So like, how checked out is he?
Yep.
And then he makes up this huge sad story and he lifts the mulch. But weird that he didn't lift all the mulch. He just
lifted
lifted one bag.
Yeah.
But also makes it like, oh, he's not trying too hard. God,
Work
this guy's
smarter,
a
not
genius.
harder. God,
he's so
like,
smart.
Oh my God.
You guys, I swear I'm not being naive to this because you know when someone texts you a photo
Yeah.
and like it shows up in your recent photos. So he had gone to his albums and another photo was of him looking like he had just cried and took a selfie of him crying.
Jenny, this is the whole
So it was
play.
like I could see that this photo was very recent. It wasn't like he went back. I could see that it was in his recent photos.
Do you think he texted her a photo of himself crying?
I think he might have.
Okay,
Oh,
now
man.
here's what's happening because you two are just so silly. You're
Why?
so silly. I know the lengths men will go to hook up with someone.
This
okay?
guy,
This
I'm
is-
going to tell you,
I
I
can
can
guarantee at least 17 of my friends have fake cries.
You
That's
don't have
crazy.
with a
17
woman.
friends. You
That's
liar.
crazy. I do not think that this man, no offense to him, if he ever hears a story, was intelligent enough to make up the
Jeez.
details of that story. Okay,
Shots fired.
he came around that corner looking like someone kicked his dog. He was so sad.
Aw,
I
man.
swear that this did happen, and he just needed a little physical touch to make him feel
There
better.
it is. Yeah, I did.
So,
He saw
yes,
those bosoms,
I
and those will
did.
comfort me.
Okay, first of all, I was mulching, so trust me, I didn't look attractive whatsoever. I was in like throwaway gear.
Again, guys
But-
don't care.
I don't believe this. People texted in saying he was trying to get to you. I swear, you guys, he is either the greatest actor of all time, or this truly
Send
happened.
his tape to Scorsese
I
because
think-
this is.
Or he's just tried the past 7 summers at Menards and he's has the game down. He's got it on lock. Also, I want to put this out there. If you are going through a breakup and a crying selfie isn't going to change the reality of the
I think
situation.
it might actually make it worse.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a guy. Like, it sucks, and I know you're sadsies, but it's like,
She probably got that and was like, I made the right choice. Oh,
I know, and
sorry.
that does cut deep.
It does.
But it's true. And
Jenny,
that's why
you're right. I could never have expected that story, though.
I know. And I told Fallon, I was like, I'm probably amping it up, but it was just, I peeled out of that parking lot being like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like, oh, how did that just happen? I think people just like love to tell me their stories because I have a very like
A welcoming
kind look
vibe.
to
Yeah,
me.
You do.
And that's fine. I do love to hear stories. I just wasn't expecting it.
sorry, a little late.
That's what I
Jenny.
should have done.
Yeah, exactly. No, because you
How-
wouldn't have had this story to share.
Okay, I do want to ask, how long was the hug?
Well, see, that's the thing is it felt a little elongated.
There it is. Yeah.
But like,
There
was,
it
is.
it's
Okay.
like,
God, Jenny. 101.3 KDWB. We are Fallon, Colt, and Jenny, and this is week 2 kicking off our new morning show, not to mention first day of June. And we all had very different weekends. I had a sadness to my weekend. Jenny lived like a fresh 21-year-old this weekend, and Colt celebrated a big milestone in his family this weekend.
Yeah, my daughter had a fit 5-year-old birthday party, so
How was it?
it was chill. It was cool, except, well, I don't know if you want to talk about it right away, but if you want to talk about it right away, we can.
We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Colt revealed something to me that happened at his birthday party. His kid's birthday. I wasn't there. Jake took my daughter.
yeah.
And he wouldn't give me full details, but let's just say I've been fuming a little bit about some things. So I guess
Oh,
he's gonna.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, in my defense, yes, there was part of my weekend that I acted like a 21-year-old, but the other part was like a normal mid-30 person where I mulched a bunch. So I feel like I had a good mixture of like being an adult and having fun.
I would like to counter argue your argument and
Okay.
say that it doesn't matter how much you mulch. If you get home at 7 a.m., it completely clears out you mulching your house.
Okay, fine. Fine. I get it. But yes, you are correct. I did get home at 7 a.m. on Sunday morning, and no, there was like no sleeping involved up until those hours. Don't ask me why. The night gets away from you sometimes.
No, it doesn't. And that's not the night
Doesn't at
anymore.
all.
That's not the night.
That's
I
like the
literally,
morning.
I woke up when Jenny was getting home.
That's crazy. And how did you get home? Was it just like an Uber?
Yeah, an Uber. And let me tell you,
Or did
that Uber driver was like, how's your morning going?
Well, she was still in her.
I had butterfly clips in my hair because I went to a Y2K party.
Also, she texted me the night before and she's like, I'm prepping for tonight because
Yeah.
it's a party bus. And when you get to a certain age, like you're in your 30s, it's harder to do. Well, just even being out till midnight, much less 7 a.m. So she has a problem with late night, like ordering of food and things like Domino's. So she said she meal prepped chicken tendies.
I sure
there you
did.
go.
I had them ready to go. Popped them in the air fryer while I was getting ready. I was like, boom, I'm gonna
See,
have a little snack
that's the
when I get
difference
home.
between like in your 30s partying or like in your 20s partying. You got everything on lock.
But it wasn't just that. I was also chugging water. I got a coffee from Caribou at 5 p.m. And on top of it, also, we had like a little pre-party at a bougie like apartment complex in the North Loop. And they had like a nice ass like coffee machine in the lobby
Yeah.
area or
Oh, I
whatever. And I was
love
like,
that.
oh, it's time. So I made myself a latte and I get on the
Jeez.
bus and everyone's like, who has coffee? I was like, me, anyone want some?
She's a thermos. She's passing around to people on the party
That's
bus.
incredible.
Cole, did you go out on the lake this weekend?
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah, we can talk about this. I wasn't sure because I didn't want to offend the guy who I was with, but I had a little like kind of like a bro date type of thing.
Oh.
At the beginning of last year, my wife said I have to do one thing per quarter for myself outside of family stuff. Okay. Family stuff and work. She was like, those are the only two things you do. you have to start living life a little bit. I was like, okay. So I've done one thing since then, okay?
I was going to say, that's been like 2 years ago, and he hasn't done anything.
Okay.
So I was
you
like,
know.
all right, I got to go out. So this guy was like, hey, dude, we should totally rent some jet skis. And I was like, okay, yeah, that I'd be interested in that. We should do that. So he's like, all right, I'll set it up. I know a guy, whatever. I'll get it all done. So then I show up to the marina. And he's standing there, and he has a life jacket on. He's got one ready for me. I was like, all right, hopefully it's my size. That's always embarrassing when you need the next size.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'll make it work.
Been there.
I have with life jacket, trying to get him around the chest. Yeah.
They make them so slender. And
Well, they want it. They're supposed to protect you so you don't slip out. But yeah.
I'm excited about it. I'm like, so what's the deal? Where's the jet skis? All right, here it is. And he got one jet ski for me and him, and he made me ride on the back the whole time.
You didn't get a turn once?
Well, all right. Here's the thing, and I'm not saying he was trying to get in my pants, okay? But what I'm saying is the entire jet ski. So imagine you're like hitting the waves, right? It's like, and you're like kind of bumping bodies a little
I was
bit.
going to say, so you're just
And
cramming him.
His playlist was nothing but like 2010s, kind of like just.
You don't have to smack. You don't have to smack your hands.
I'm like, all right, this is a little interesting, but it's cool. We're out on the water, and then it's like
Big Katy Perry fan?
Yeah.
just nonstop
apparently.
Katy Perry. So my question to you is, was he trying to get it?
I think in certain cultures, you're actually married now.
Other than that, it was nice being out on the water, I guess.
I don't know. This is a very unique situation because how close are you in this man, period?
Not.
Yeah. So
Not at all. We
he
maybe hung out
absolutely
like
was
one or
trying
two
to
times.
get it.
And
It feels strange he wouldn't rent too, because I feel like for men I get it. Men are just different than women. They have unspoken rules. Like you would not, like you and him, if you went to Vegas, you wouldn't rent a hotel room with one bed.
Mm-hmm.
And some people even argue they wouldn't get one room for two guys anyway, even with two beds.
that's me. I need my own space. I need my own corridor.
Yeah,
to get
well,
out of
you
there.
did not have your own space or
didn't have my
corridor.
own
That was
space.
the closest you've been to a man since the late 80s.
I
So-
guess.
Where were your arms? Just wrapped around his little waist the whole time?
Well, at first they were like kind of on the back, like a little handle, but it's
He
just,
didn't
it gets
like
too
that?
wild out
So
there.
he hit the
So I
gas?
got, I kind of like had his haunches a little bit, just like his little love muffin, like just around the side of him. But listen, guys,
Oh.
I'm
Cold. I
actually-
mean, for your one time out for the quarter,
yeah,
I'm pretty proud of you.
He
There's a
made
lot of
us
physical-
for 2 years
Yeah.
of not hanging out with other
a
men.
lot of physical contact too.
But now, is your wife regretting this decision? She's jealous.
She she thinks it's hilarious. She also looks at me like lesser of a man because I was on the back.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
like,
that's the part where I'd be like, at least drive a little bit.
she was like, you should have hopped off the back and been on like a tube or something at that point.
Kind
Just-
of pull you around a little bit.
yeah.
My weekend was just, I don't even want to tell the story now. We should have buried mine in the middle. I've lived out in Minnetrista since, like, we moved out there in 2020.
Flex.
So when you get, like, you're going down Highway 7, it turns into one lane. Used to be nothing but farmland. Minnetrista is kind of known as that. Now it's like any other part of Minnesota, new build central. But since it's like that one lane, it still has like a lot of wildlife. You see a lot of dead like animals on the road, a lot of roadkill. And I hit my first animal ever on the way
What?
home this weekend. I hit a squirrel, and I haven't hit an
I love
animal in
squirrely.
6 years. And I cried the entire way home. And I got home, and I was like, and I did the thing where I was like, I didn't slow down because I honestly was like, if I slow down, I'm going to hit it. So I was like going my regular speed. And I thought maybe he'd also do the little thing where he turned back. Made me so sad. So then the next day I drove and looked for him. He was gone. And Jake's like, well, yeah, a bird probably picked him up. So it made me feel better, which sounds weird. Like maybe I provided a feast for a bird at least.
You might have.
I don't know.
It's the circle of life. That happened a couple of days ago at my house. My daughter found a toad, and she's like, oh, my God, it's Toast the toad. We have a toad named Toast. And she's like, going crazy. And then she ran inside to get me. She's like, you got to come see this toad. So we went out, can't find it, looked over. There's a snake. Toast's toes are hanging outside of the snake's mouth.
Oh
just
my gosh.
consuming him, like the biggest like garter snake I've ever seen. And my daughter's like, oh my God, he's eating toast. No. And I was like, all right, this is a circle of life.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get this meal, the snake can't live. And then she hit me with that's all right, I like the snake more anyways.
Oh.
Crazy.
Yeah, your daughter talks to snakes. You got to look into that. Animal encounters are just what they sound like. You can call 651-989-KDWB. It's not boring. It's not like, oh, a bird flew by. Psh. No, it's a story. It's when, like, oh my God, I got to tell someone about this. And we have the best example of all time. Here is mine and Colt's favorite animal encounter of all time.
So what happened was they were in the off season, so I was able to go in with the bears. Well, Homer attacked me and started humping me.
Oh, wait a minute. So you had a full-on bear hump?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Do you have to wait till he's done?
Uh-huh.
Did you just have to wait till he was finished with you? I don't know.
Well, I was 5'5", and I was petting Honey, and Homer came up and grabbed me and threw me up against the cage.
Oh, that's hot.
Enclosure, and he grabbed me by the back of the neck and started humping me.
Oh, that's hot.
All right, Colt.
And the guy, I don't remember his name, but he knew I was from the city. He says, "Oh, city boy, Homer sure likes you."
Dude, Homer's got some humping.
So I got humped by a bear.
Oh, well, that is a great story to share.
So that's hard to tell. This is up north, like in one of those places you can go see bears.
Yeah,
And he
so
went
I
the off
gathered.
season, and they apparently knew someone to get in, and things turned quickly.
Sounds like it.
Now, luckily, that guy was okay. If you have an animal encounter, though, you can call 651-989-KDWB. Nicole is on the phone. Nicole, tell us about your animal encounter.
Oh, my goodness. So it was kind of late at night, and I live where I would expect most people to say the country. I live on a dirt road, and my house is set in the woods.
Spooky.
And I thought I heard some commotion outside, and it was late, about 11:30, and I'm like, what is that? So I walked outside, and I'm looking around, and in my front yard, I am not even joking, is 2 deer, a cat. There was some bird in the tree and 2 rabbits, and they were in a circle, kind of. I thought I was hallucinating. I'm not kidding. I slapped my face. I was like, what is going on? And when they noticed that I was staring at them, because I, again, thought I was hallucinating, the cat's eyes got as big as a quarter and was like, oh my God, we're busted. And then they all just took off.
That's terrifying.
And I told everybody, and the bird swooped down, and I screamed and woke up my husband in the house. And to this day, everyone that I tell is like, "Oh my gosh, you must be like Snow White."
No. They were doing a seance. What is your theory, Nicole? Because you've had time to think on this. What do you think they were together doing?
I don't know. First off, I didn't know that animals, of different species just got together for a little combo in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard out there on the apps. You gotta meet people where you can,
I think they were trying to get rid of you. I thought they were I think they're like, listen, this lady, we have been in these woods for
that's
hundreds of
true.
years, and then she puts up her barn dominion. I'm
Quick
getting out of
question,
here.
Nicole.
I totally built a house in the middle
That's
of the
what I'm
God.
saying. You were on their territory.
Wait, was the cat yours?
The cat, okay, so in our neighborhood, we kind of have a
Yeah.
feral cat
Okay.
situation
Loving cat.
happening, but it was really nice cat and would come up and let us pet it, but it was a
No,
black
it was
cat
no.
with green eyes.
It wasn't a nice cat. That was a double agent. You were getting crossed by that double agent. It
Yeah.
was getting insider info on what's going on in your
Pulling
house.
DNA from the pet.
It was
Yeah.
telling the deer, here's the gas lines, here's what needs to happen.
Oh, my gosh.
It was so crazy.
That
Crazy.
is-
And everybody calls me Snow White.
Okay, that is honestly an amazing story, and that's one you tell everyone about for as long as you can. Thank you so much for calling, Nicole. Yikes!
And that's how it works, animal encounters. I did have one, Jenny, that I love to tell. That
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
if you
hear
ever
it.
heard, but it was about my my little brother. My dad's a taxidermist,
Okay.
so he has all these really weird friends. And there was a guy who owned a deer ranch. Okay, and at this deer ranch, there were a bunch of infant deer. What do you call them? Fawns?
Yes.
Yeah, there were a bunch of fawns hanging around, just frolicking fawns. And we got to feed them milk. So we got to caress the fawns and hold them in our arms and
have
then
to use
feed
the
them a
word
bottle of
caress.
milk. And I look over, and my little brother Cannon has his shirt off, and he's trying to get the fawn to suck his nipple. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? And he was like, it needs skin to skin. I'm like, you're 7. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, nothing's going to come out of there.
This
You're not gonna be
might
able
make
to.
more sense if you know that Colt's brother's name is Cannon and his middle name is Ball.
Yeah,
Is it really?
yeah, my dad and my grandpa used to build cannons in the basement.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they were like, let's name them cannonballs.
Oh.
And he's as reckless as his name.
Fallon and Colt.
On KDWB.
All right, this is you know what? Sometimes you're in a relationship and something happens. Sometimes it's really minor. We had someone recently who was upset because her boyfriend kept killing spiders, even though she said it hurt her feelings. So she was thinking about breaking up with him over this. So it can be something small or it can be really big. And if you ever have one, you can send it to us. You can DM us, Fallon and Colt on Instagram, or you can just email us. We all have kind of like our name at kdwb.com. So Fallon at kdwb.com or whatever.
Yeah, so this girl wants to remain anonymous, obviously. And she says, I've been dating this guy for about 8 months. And honestly, things are pretty good for the most of the time. He's funny, treats me well, all the good stuff, right? Here's the issue, though. He has a thing for body hair. Not in like a, I don't care if you shave type of way, but he like actively prefers it. If I shave my legs, underarms, or anything else, he gets noticeably annoyed. He literally gets pissy and petty because I shaved off what he's attracted to. Okay, he'll make comments about it, how it was better, like ask why I shaved. It's like, it's more inconvenient for you. I don't understand. Like I'm making your life easier. Those are the things he's saying. All right, this is where I was like, it just irked me. And listen, if you're a hairy person, you can't help it. I get it, but when we're watching TV or laying in bed, he'll literally play with the hair on my back. I have a patch on my back, and for some reason, it really gets him going. Anytime he runs his fingers through it, I know where it will eventually lead to. It grosses me out every single time, but it's just something I put up with. I know everyone has preferences. I'm not trying to judge him or what he's attracted to or whatever. And technically, it is my body, so it's like weird because he's still attracted to me, but just I don't know. Is it worth breaking up over?
I need to know how long this patch of hair on her back is. Like he's running his fingers through it. That seems like
in
more
certain
than a patch.
areas, things are called landing strips. So, you know, it's like guiding him to what she says. She always knows where it's going to go. So she knows. If you, by the way, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any advice on it, if you think it's worth breaking up over, 651-989-KDWB. I feel like you're allowed to have an opinion on your partner's appearance to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, if I hate a shirt that Jake is wearing, and he constantly, there's no way I wouldn't be like, I hate that shirt. Please, God, throw it into a fire. Something very chill like that.
Yeah.
Now, Jake obviously is not allowed to do anything like that toward me.
Mm-hmm.
He has to support everything about me at all times.
Does.
If I didn't want body hair, though, I just feel like I think it might be either they're at a crossroads here.
And you'd have to get used to it because, like, I'm sure she's not, just because he likes it doesn't mean she's comfortable out and about. She's going to, like, some sort of swimming pond.
Right.
And that's like, what's happening? Oh, my God. People are, like, audibly, like, look at that lady.
People are like that, even though it's 2026, and a lot of people, like, especially women, don't shave their pits and stuff anymore.
It takes a while for people to get used to it.
They really do.
I did see a viral like Instagram thing the other day where it was like a girl was like, "Oh, can I ask you a question?" And then her towel drops and it reveals Les Bouches underneath her bikini because they were on a beach. And the guys were like, "Whoa!" They're like, "I mean, I could get down with it." And then they started rapping about it. Was it set up? Probably. But
Algorithm is weird.
I know. Trust me, I don't know where that came from.
Crazy, yeah.
However, I do agree that like if someone's into something, sure, let them know. But like if you're used to being clean shaven, there's a point where like when it starts growing thicky, you can't do it anymore. You're like, I gotta get rid of this. So there's a amount of comfortability for her that she's got to be okay with. And I'm sorry, but the back hair has to go.
Jenny, she can't help it.
She is helping it, and he wants it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like I think she can agree with me that like it's weird. She has already been getting rid of it. Okay, I am not judging her. If she was into it, you do you, girl, but she doesn't seem to even want to have that.
I mean, it kind of would be nice in the summer because it would act as like a tick defense. Like if you're out and about doing whatever.
How do you think that? How do you think ticks
if you're
work?
hairy enough, I feel like the tick, that's why you have hair, so you can like, protect.
Have you ever seen a tick in a dog?
Yeah, no offense, but ticks literally are usually on your head, in your hair.
At least there's
or
some
a dog.
defense, I'm saying. You got some sort of like.
No, I think that's actually, they feel like that's a perfect nesting zone.
You're telling me if you're a mosquito, let's say this. If you're a mosquito, you're going to go for a hairy leg versus a non-hairy leg?
Colt, I don't know what I'm saying.
I love how Jenny
do
has to
not
answer
wanna-
the
I know
phones
she's
on the
ground
floor.
right now.
What's happening?
Listen, if you think it's worth breaking up over, give us a call 651-989-KD. Got a DM, which you can always send us one if you're like in a relationship situation trying to figure out is it worth continuing on or not. But she is in a little bit of a predicament because she likes to you shave her body down, okay? Like a lot of women do, not all women. But her boyfriend prefers a more natural vibe. He likes those legs and pits and hair to be fully grown out. And he gets visibly annoyed when they're not. She also has a patch of hair on her back she likes to get rid of, and he really likes that. That gets him going. So she's like, I don't know if I can live like this. Is it worth breaking up over? Paul, what do you think?
So I don't think it's worth breaking up over, but people get used to things. Like my wife and my daughter both freak out if I trim my mustache too much.
That's true. I think if Jake shaved his facial hair off, it would freak Olive out because she's only known him with the full beard and mustache. And also,
Definitely.
I prefer a man with facial hair, so I don't think I would love that either.
Yeah. I mean, they scream if they hear me turn on the razor.
That's not a
So
good
you're
reaction.
stuck with the
you want.
stash.
Yeah, and I'd like to get rid of it because it gets called a cop stash or a corn stash. And
I feel for you, man. That does suck, and it sucks that your family has put you in this position.
Yeah, they've really boxed you in here.
they really have.
Can I
But
hear your
love them.
mustache? Can you rub it against the phone? I just want to hear how thick it is. Dang, Daddy. Thank you for calling.
That's the weirdest question you've ever asked.
Hello, KDWB. What do you think? Is it worth breaking up over?
Colt, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, what's up, Jeff?
Jeff, what's up?
Break up. If she doesn't want to have hair, there, you can't be telling her that she could. What does she want to live the rest of her life like an Amazon?
Well, Jeff.
Jeff, we got a middle ground here, okay?
Well, next thing he'll want her to braid it.
Well,
Maybe he's been watching YouTube tutorials and he wants to braid it.
kind of would go hard. If I met somebody, it would almost be like a superior being. If you walk out and your back hair is braided.
I read that braids are in this season for women too, like little braids in their hair.
Yeah, in your hair on your head, Fallon.
Throw it back to the 2000s. Put like a feather in that thing.
Yeah, a little butterfly clip. Cute.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, this we got a bunch of texts too. You can always text in 53921. It says, I may be the friend that's too woke here, but that feels like a slippery slope for more controlling behavior.
Ah, you're not wrong. I mean, the guy's crazy, obviously.
Another person defended Colt and said, being hairy actually is a defense for ticks because you can feel the tick moving around before it bites you.
Thank you. What up to the follicles
I'm
for
not
letting me know.
that in tune with my body.
No, me neither.
Okay, I would just think it's like one of those like fake itchy vibes where I'm like, oh, where I feel like I have.
Whatever, dude. The follicles are your friends.
Lots of people were texting wanting to know if we know for sure that the person who DM'd us was a female or a male.
No, it was female for
Okay.
sure.
This text says, my spouse can say they like me shaven or not, but I don't have to follow what they say. Now I threw away one of his shirts because it turned green while washing, or while he was wearing it. It turned his body green, I guess. So she threw it
Wait,
away.
what is he wearing?
I don't know. He ordered one of those shirts from Amazon. When Colt orders clothes from Amazon, he'll like randomly give me updates of when it's being delivered. But because Amazon tries to use every SEO keyword, he'll go give an example.
It's like a low-rise, boot cut, green, embroidered, corduroy, low slip, no pull, drawstring, whatever, pants
he'll
on
say,
the way.
he'll be like, oh my God, I'm so excited, and read all the description words that are going to be
gosh.
delivered today. This is another text. You guys are spot on with this. Perhaps a limited amount of sway on clothing, but a much bigger right to say anything about your physical appearance.
Yeah.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, we all agree it's not right that he's like telling her she needs to keep her hair, but is it worth breaking up over? I think if he can't get past it and he's being a little B word every time it happens, then probably.
I mean, if you can't advocate for that without him being a little baby, yeah, 100. I think there's other guys out there. I mean, there's got to be.
Absolutely.